who you are and where you're watching from, participate in all this good stuff. I mean, one of the reasons why we decided to start the live stream is for obvious reasons, right? I mean, this is one of the most popular ways to interact with an audience and to bring you different variety, especially a home shopping network like us. But more importantly, not everybody watches TV these days. So we know that. Now people are live streaming. Now people are scrolling and scrolling away. So I want to keep you glued for as long as possible. And I think in order to do that, let me show you some stuff. I'm going to be featuring chunky style pieces. Okay. That's just one of them. Look at this one. I've got something a little more kind of boho chic. This style is going to be coming up. We also have, you're going to love this. We have this style right here, which is your squash blossom. This is one of the hottest selling styles, not just here at Shop LC, but more so in the southwestern part of the country. Anybody who loves like that kind of native boho style, you're really going to be in for a special treat. Or maybe you've seen it in the past and you haven't had a chance to get yourself a piece or two because of how pricey it can be. Every single thing that we're going to feature is silver. And a massive amount of silver. Chunky pieces, perfectly finished. Even as you turn them around, look at this one. Oh. This one is actually larger than this one. You all see? So I am going to be featuring, and let me see, I might put this one on. I have a few of these that come with a pair of earrings. If you like sets, I am going to be featuring a few sets. In fact, this one here is a set. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. So this is an Artisan crafted collection. Our Artisan crafted team works extremely hard to bring together spiny oyster shell, buffalo. We have turquoise. We have all these really cool opaque stones that are brought together in this collection. Some really, really, really gorgeous pieces. I have some 925 sterling silver cuff style bracelets that'll also be featured during this segment. So we got a lot of good stuff to get to. Shall we get the party started? Ooh it, ooh it. Okay, so the live stream gives you a chance to see items that you may not necessarily see. In fact, I actually host a show on Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays on the television side from 4 to 6, 8 to 11. And it has probably been at least 3 to 4 years since I've had a chance to do this kind of jewelry. So, this is what I'm talking about. During the live streams, you can tune in. You have a chance to actually go to shoplc.com. When you hit the live streaming tab, it's actually going to list all the items that I'm going to be featuring. So you'll be able to see all the styles, all the designs that I have up for grabs ahead of time. And if you'd like, in the comments section, if there's something that you see you want to see a bit earlier, I have no problem with you texting me in the comments section or writing that you want to see a specific item before maybe you're on the go, you're on the move, perhaps you're on your lunch break, maybe you've got to go, run out and run some errands. Whatever the case is, I want to make sure you guys have a chance to see all this beautiful jewelry. Because not only did I work hard to get this type of jewelry scheduled for the live stream, I worked hard on price cuts. And remember, during the live stream, you get the 25% coupon code. So Live25 is the coupon code that you'll use when you're checking out. When you're watching on Facebook and Instagram, you're going to use the word shop and the number 1 as we move through each of the items. Now, I have 18 items to get to in this live stream. 18, that is it. With 18 items, which is not very much, I want to make sure you guys understand that you still have a chance to get in on those 18 items before I even get to them. So I just wanted to make you aware that you have them available. I have some price cuts. I want to make sure I do some calculations for you as you're watching the show, and I want you to get the best deals possible. So let's get the party started. Oh my gosh, on my way to work today, I was super excited. The weather is so beautiful, right, DJ?
Oh, yeah, pretty good.
I think I don't know that it's going to go over 90, which is a big deal for us today. When I was riding in, it was right around 88. And when I went for my run it wasn't this morning. It was a struggle to get up this morning. It was more so this afternoon. I could not believe the breeze. And so if you're watching right now, depending on what part of the country you're living in, let me know what type of temperature you're experiencing. This is my favorite time of year, but since I've moved to Texas, the fall season isn't the same. the way that it was for me in the on the East Coast. So I used to live in the DMV area, which is the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and over there, my goodness, not only is the weather good, the air smells different, you know, the leaves begin to change, all that good stuff. So shout out to those of you that are on the East Coast or in the North. I'm sure you experienced some really nice weather. All right, so we want to get you ready for that. We want to feature some chunky style pieces of jewelry that we know it's going to sit nicely over top of the long sleeves, the sweaters, the layers that we have. The artisan crafted style pieces are all handmade. Every single one of these designs is handmade by an artisan. And I wanted to kick it off with something that is dear to me. I'm a believer. My faith is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And so, the cross symbolizes that for a lot of people. And if that's the case, I'm kicking it off with an artisan crafted 925 sterling silver cross ring. This one comes in sizes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. White buffalo, ladies and gentlemen, found here in the United States of America. One of the prettiest opaque stones. And the Artisan brothers are the brothers that we purchase our white buffalo from. And white buffalo is extremely popular in Southwestern style jewelry. If you look closely to some of the details here, you're going to find that even in the setting for the white buffalo, you have these beautiful pieces of silver that kind of wrap around the gemstone nicely. White buffalo is an opaque stone, so you don't have any transparency whatsoever. You're going to have more so these striations of color that run through the white buffalo uniquely. So with white buffalo, if you didn't know, this particular gemstone, it's not turquoise, okay? It's completely different from turquoise, but oftentimes it is compared to turquoise. But it's a different stone, often mistaken for turquoise. Turquoise is going to be the blue color, but it's because of the mineral composition of this particular gemstone that people mistake it for turquoise. When you see turquoise, turquoise has the matrix, those striations of color. But this is going to be your calcite and magnesite. White buffalo is super, super popular, though. When they're able to mine and find this material, the miners go absolutely goo goo gaga because of how beautiful this stuff is. If you're somebody like myself that loves things that are black and white and timeless, white buffalo bring those two colors together. In fact, when you think about white buffalo, I want you to think not just white, but I want you to think also black and gray. So you literally have each piece that's unique and different. But also the pattern that forms in the white buffalo is what makes this stuff so amazing. Every single piece of white buffalo in the setting is going to have a different pattern. It's going to have a different kind of color scheme as well. So each one is unique. The measurement on the ring itself is a little bit bigger. I was impressed with this. Because I haven't sold artisan crafted jewelry in quite some time. Typically, I'm doing like high-end luxury during the days that I work on TV. I was so excited to find some of these pieces in time for the holiday season. Because if you have family members that love 925 sterling silver jewelry just as much as I do, they're going to go bananas. This one is $79.99. There's more. You get a 25% discount on it. The silver is massive. You have at least 4.5 grams of silver, depending on the size that you get. And look at the finish on this. All of it 925 sterling silver. This is more so like a bezel setting. $79.99 minus the 25%. $59.99. You have sizes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is unisex, right? The cross design is unisex. You see a lot of this Southwestern style jewelry in that part of the region, that part of the world. But I think a lot of us have embraced this particular style. You think back to the natives here in the United States of America, although I think all of us can trace in our DNA that we come from, natives, the original people, and Africa You know, some could argue, but you know, I'm from Puerto Rico, so I know my mix. My mix is African, Taino, and then some Spaniards. So I can definitely connect to the Southwestern style. $79.99 with the discount, $59.99, and there's a budget pay option here. You actually have a 3-month payment plan that's available to you. So listen to this. We're going to divide the $59.99 by 3. You're paying $19.99. $19.99 if you're interested in taking advantage. And that's a monthly payment plan. And during the live streams, you have a 30-day money back guarantee. That's important. I want to make sure we're all on the same page here. You have a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you don't love what you get, you can always send it back. Okay. But I do want to hook you up with other pieces that coordinate beautifully. I've got a perfect pendant coming up next that's going to go, you want, look, I'll just show it to you so you have a chance to see them side by side. Perfect pendant. And we're going to get into it. This is a leather cord. I believe we still have some leather cords in stock on our website. We'll have to double check that for you. But free shipping and handling on the ring. Whether you decide to wear it on your index finger, your middle finger, which I probably would wear it on my middle finger, or even your ring finger, your pinky. I mean, it's up to you. The cross is going to look fantastic. It is a bit larger. So this is a chunkier, kind of larger style cross, but not too big where it's over the top. It's a bit larger than, say, the average. I think the average size cross ring that I've seen in our collection is typically right around a half an inch. This one is just over an inch from top to bottom, which is nice because you don't necessarily need any other jewelry aside from this ring on your hand. And if you're married, obviously you're going to have your wedding ring probably on the left hand. But other than that, you can layer up, and I've got the perfect piece to layer with. So free shipping and handling on this one. 25% discount is listed at $79.99. With the discount, it takes you down to $59.99. And then you have a 3-month payment plan that's associated with this particular piece. So the payment plan option is going to be $20 per month. How good is that? Shoot me a comment. Let me know if you're liking what you're seeing. Okay, if you're watching, can you put up the names for me to see who's joining us? If you don't mind, DJ, so I can shout some people out. Ches, welcome to you. JW, welcome to you. Jen is out there. Aaron, hopefully you're still watching. Welcome to the Shop LC live stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. And I want to make sure you know that as I go through each of these pieces, depending on what it is that I'm featuring, we try to ensure that you guys had matching pieces to go with it. So the white buffalo that I'm kicking it off with is going to go with the matching pendant coming up next. How pretty is that? So white buffalo is found in a mountainous area. Here in the United States, they find a lot in Nevada, which is where the Artisan brothers live at. They mine for turquoise, and they also mine for white buffalo. So the white buffalo is going to be that beautiful combination of black, white, and gray. Remember that, black, white, and gray. Those are the colors that you'll see throughout the white buffalo. And it's so, I can't even describe how beautiful this material is. When you see it in person and you see how detailed each of those pieces are, look how much 925 sterling silver you have. Look at all the artisan crafted kind of mill graining and detail. You have a lot of almost like the arrowhead design. And you also have, you know what you would imagine the native chief to wear on the hat. They have these really cool kind of feathers up top. I definitely get that kind of vibe with this particular style. So we went ahead and partnered it up with one of our leather cords. But just an FYI here, you have about a 2-inch pendant. I mean, this pendant is bold. This pendant also, I wanted to show you the back end so you had a chance to see that. Look how pretty that is. That's the back. Here's the front. So throughout the white buffalo pendant, you have a fancy pear cut at the bottom, and then you have an oval with an east to west setting. This is only costing you $59.99. It's listed right now at $79.99. But with the discount, because of course you get to apply that 25% discount by using the word live and the number 25 in the coupon section, boom, you get to save additional money. So with the budget pay, I got good news. The first white buffalo cross pendant had a 3-month payment plan at the same price, $59.99. This one has a 4. This one has a 4. So $59.99 divided by 4 is going to take you down to $15 per month for this beautiful white buffalo pendant. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one off because I don't want you to be distracted by one and not have the chance to really focus on how beautiful this one is. Look at how pretty this is. And this one has, again, we're using an in-house cord. In some cases, I can't guarantee because I haven't been online looking for leather cords, but we do have leather cords and other styles of chains that you can purchase for your Artisan Crafted collection, Bali Legacy collection, Santa Fe style collection. All that jewelry is usually made with larger bales. And this one, no different. The bail on this one is probably going to be about up to 3 millimeters. So you have a lot of different style chains that'll work well with this style. But if you need to go on our website to take a look at some of the chain designs we have so that you can add something like that to your collection and wear it with the white buffalo, go for it. So here's a look at the pendant. If you kind of look at it from the other direction, it almost looks like a face here. The eyes are here, the nose, and then the mouth at the bottom, and the top is going to be that kind of, the crown for the chief. That's what I think of when I see, our Artisan Crafted collection. It has that Southwestern native style. A lot of people embracing that. Many of us have traced our roots and found that, we all kind of trace back to the early natives that were here early on before anybody else discovered anything. We were already here. $14.99 though for the pendant. And again, the discounts are deep. This particular style goes beautifully with the white buffalo ring. So if you wanted the ring, you have an option here to get in on a pendant as well. And I'm not too sure. I don't believe, let me double check here. I want to make sure before I say something that is incorrect. I was not able to find enough white buffalo style earrings to schedule into the show. Nope, I found them. They did it! Okay, so here we go. So we do have the white buffalo. That's going to be these here. So I will go ahead and I'm so glad they found these. How many did they? Oh, good. So we have 21. It says 21 of the earrings. $79.99 for the white buffalo pendant. With the discount, $59.99. The ring is also listed at $79.99 with the discount, $59.99. Okay. So when you see something like this, look at these. I cannot wait for you to get your Artisan Crafted jewelry home. People are going to be blown away. Blown away. What I consider this type of jewelry to be is artwork that you get to wear. Wearable art. Oftentimes when you buy something that's nice, like a piece of art, you're usually hanging it up somewhere in the house and not everybody gets to enjoy it, appreciate it the way you do. You have to have visitors or guests and then take them around the house so they can be like, oh my gosh, that's pretty. That's good looking. I have a lot of pieces like that in my house that I admire. In fact, I shop with local Puerto Rican artists and I have, my culture all over the house along with my African roots. And, it's just nice to be able to display that in the house. But at the end of the day, not everybody gets to see how beautiful that artwork is. And so this jewelry is a form of art that you can wear and you can show off. I mean, not that you're wearing jewelry to show off. You're wearing jewelry to accessorize, right? It kind of adds the perfect finishing touches to the outfit. It takes it to another level. Look at how elevated my outfit is now. I mean, I've got a pair of khakis on, a brown long sleeve blouse. But when you put on accessories like this, it totally takes it to an entirely new level. So if you're going to do the white buffalo, I am going to suggest that you stick with us. We're going to do these earrings in 1, 2, 3, 4 auctions. but I wanted to make you aware that they are coming up just in case you were interested in a pair of earrings. I knew that it was going to be a tough time to actually get some of these scheduled. So I wasn't sure if we were able to get the white buffalo. We locked them in, and they're going to be in a multi-level auction, which means you're going to see these, and then you'll see that same exact style with turquoise. So these here have the white buffalo. You see how you have the white and black gemstones in this setting. And then these, which are done the same way, will have turquoise in them instead. And this really cool kind of gold two-tone finish. These are beautiful. All right, so we're going to keep moving. $79.99 on the pendant with the discount, $59.99. If you haven't shared the page, like the page, please make sure you look out for us. We're trying to make sure that, the word is getting out there. Obviously, it's because of you. We don't do any major marketing. Shop LC, we're a manufacturer first. And so we're hoping that you'll spread the word and let friends and family members know so that they too have a chance to take advantage of these deep discounts. Because if you're looking around for any kind of artisan crafted 925 sterling silver handmade jewelry, you know what time it is. You know that a pair of earrings like this or even a pendant like this is more than likely going to cost you well over $350, $400 because of the weight of the gemstone, because of the weight of the silver, and because of the workmanship, the handmade jewelry aspect of things. People tend to spend a little more money, and those pieces are literally pieces of artwork. Okay, so the saga continues. That will wrap up the white buffalo suite here at the start of the show. We're going to go ahead and move into some, unisex pieces, more unisex. Look at the band style design. Look at the band style design. We're talking about Nevada. This is the place. And here's what I love about the Santa Fe or the Artisan Crafted collection here. This is the stuff that's made in the United States, okay? The gemstones are coming from the USA. And it's nice to know that your gems are from the USA because a lot of gems are found in different parts of the world. We feature all of them here at Shop LC, as many as possible, even some of the rare and exotics that most people, have never heard of or have seen or would ever think they can afford. We do those here. But we also do and feature gemstones that are found in our own backyard. So this is that show where you're going to support the USA. You're going to rock turquoise and, spiny oyster shell and some of the white buffalo. These are the gemstones found in Nevada. So we're bringing the heat today. This is a 5-star rated 925 sterling silver piece. The detail here is next level. You have a lot of that filigree work, oxidation. You've got the bear here. The bear is the protector. You have all that kind of swivel and swirl work throughout the ring. So when you see this particular piece in person, I think a lot of you are going to love it. Love it, love it, love it. And the price points, have you had a chance to do any research on, just Southwestern style jewelry or 925 sterling silver jewelry? Because as you look around to see what's out there, the spirit of the American West, the Southwest, is kind of being replicated or being put into a piece of jewelry so that you're able to, kind of wear things that represent you culturally. The Navajo, the Zuni. You have the Hispanic artists that also come together. The different natives from all over the United States, right? For my people are Taino. So $109.99 with the silver, you've got a discount here. These are going to be bezel set, okay? And $109.99 minus the 25% puts you at $82.50 for a beautiful piece of 925 sterling silver jewelry. And these come in sizes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This can be worn on any finger. And if you haven't had a chance to take advantage to look at what's out there in the market today, to see what it would cost you to get these major 925 sterling silver pieces, heavy pieces, Not too heavy where it's stretching on my earlobe. In fact, I have sensitive skin. I'm really impressed with what the artisans have done here because I would imagine this to be a little too heavy, but it's not. And, gravity takes over as we get a bit older. Everything starts kind of. And so a lot of us have to be really careful with the weight that we put in our ears. If not, it can stretch things out. Don't have to worry about it. Super comfortable, at least in my opinion. I mean, obviously everybody's different. These are a little bit heavier than most, but at the same time, not too heavy where it bothers my ear. Or, I feel like, I can only probably wear these for just a couple of hours, if that, and then I have to take them off. They are super chic. Anyways, those are going to be coming up here in just a few, okay? Right now we're doing the ring. And if you haven't had a chance to take advantage, I'm telling you, the Santa Fe style collection is the way to go. So these rings, because of the oxidation, you have that kind of darker finish. The oxidation gives you dimension, gives you depth. And then you have that high polish finish where all the extra detail that they've added here is done in a nice polished finish. So it can kind of stand apart from everything else in the band. Does that make sense? So it's literally artwork. They're creating a picture using these different techniques. Now, this is a 5-star rated item. We've had some reviews on this particular piece. It is a 2.35 carat bezel set turquoise from the Americas here, from Nevada. And the band, wanted to point out, because I know a lot of you are like, okay, you're saying that it is a men's piece. What are we talking in length? Inches, you have nearly, you're right at just over a half an inch. Just over a half an inch here. So if you're interested, now's the time to take advantage because price points are super low. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I've got some beautiful jewelry that's going to go with your Nevada turquoise ring. So if you love your turquoise, hang out with me for a bit because I have matching pieces. I have turquoise necklaces. I have turquoise earrings. I have turquoise everything, right? Turquoise bracelets. So I'm going to be bringing the heat here and bringing you a chance to afford turquoise pieces. So with the discount at $82.50, because it's listed at $109, you have a 4-month payment plan. So I'm going to divide that by 4. So you're paying $20.62 per month if you're interested in using budget pay. And budget pay, everybody qualifies for this payment plan. Every single person qualifies for the payment plan. You get to make payments, ladies and gentlemen. No credit check, no interest payments, 30-day. So if you're interested in making those payments, all you have to do is choose the option of budget pay. We are on number 3. So if you want to see this item closer, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you're going to put the word shop in the number 3. That's going to generate a link so you can click on the item and you can see it a bit closer. It's one of the things that I love about the live stream. If you want to take a closer look, they're going to give you all angles. They'll have a picture of a hand, just as you would see on any website. Go to the website so you can take a closer look. I don't want you to miss out. $20.63 is a deal for Artisan Crafted. So check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. And we're going to keep moving. I've got another turquoise piece that is quite lovely. It is going to be sterling silver. And look at this one. Yeah, the cowboy hat. Yes. We have a lot of people who love the Southwest, particularly, Texas and other parts of the country that can really relate and appreciate. I think at the end of the day, people just pay homage to this part of the country anytime they come out to the state of Texas and New Mexico and places like that, even parts of California. You have a lot of cowboys who wear their hat and their boots and their really cool belts. If you know a cowboy or a cowgirl, I think this is going to be a great gift for them. This is a cowboy hat or cowgirl hat. It has it doesn't come with the chain, but it has a significant amount of 925 sterling silver here. We're talking just over 3.5 grams of silver. The turquoise in the center is a 4.2 carat. It's bezel set beautifully. And the price is just right. We've got another really great price. The reason why, because $109, and I will be sharing some reviews. This is, I would say, our Southwestern style designs, our artisan crafted designs, our Santa Fe, Bali Legacy, the silver chunky pieces that we have in stock are some of the most popular selling jewelry, 5-star rated. For this one, Lori says beautiful pendant, exactly as described. For 4 stars, she said that the bail was a little bit smaller than she expected. So I wanted to point out the bail here so you have a chance to see the actual bail. I was able to run a genuine leather cord through the opening so you have a chance to actually see the size of that. Millimeter size is going to be up to about a 2.5 millimeter. That's going to run through the bail comfortably. But let me show this to you on the neckline so you have a chance to see how pretty this is, because these are so well made. Free shipping and handling. Anytime you spend $50 or more with us, you're going to get free shipping. Whether you're shopping right now during our live stream or if you're shopping on our website, you'll still be able to get free shipping. But this is such a beautiful way to really get cultural, artistic pieces of jewelry. And so the cowboy hat, again, the cowboy hat representing a certain part of the population who enjoys, and I know people that are in the family that just love cowboy boots. You know, I think a lot of people embrace the style, really appreciate the quality, and also the look of some of the items that you can kind of associate with a cowgirl or a cowboy. So this is, again, the cowboy hat or cowgirl hat is going to be about an inch from top to bottom. And the discounted price here, it's $109.99. With the 25%, it takes you down to $82.50. Now, this one has a 4-month payment plan, so I'm going to divide that by 4 for you. $20.63. That's a big deal. Oh, by the way, with the bail, you're measuring at about 1.25 inches, almost 1.5 inches, actually. So with the bail, you've got a nice size here, and then across you're at 3/4 inch. Heavy pieces. Not heavy where it's going to weigh on you. You're going to be like, it's uncomfortable. But I did want to point out the weight, because the reason why we do sterling silver collections is to ensure that not only do you have these artwork pieces, but also you get a nice piece that has some heft to it that you can really feel and appreciate. And you definitely have that here. Last look at the cowboy hat or cowgirl hat. And again, millimeter size on the bail is going to be up to about a 2.5 millimeter. The cord doesn't come with it, but a lot of you have 925 sterling silver chains in your collection and cords in your collection that'll work well with the cowboy hat. You can also go to the website and search for chains, different styles that you can use with particular pieces that are out here and in the collection. Okay. So coming up next, I'm going to do those drop style earrings I was wearing just a few minutes ago, which I am obsessed with. These are 925 sterling silver. They're all turquoise. You're going to have just over 3 carats of turquoise in each ear. Just over 3 carats of turquoise in each ear. So let me get the white buffalo off, and then I'll switch them out so you have a chance to see what I'm talking about. These, in the drop, you have round cut, and you also have ovals, okay? Round cut at the top, and you have the 2 ovals at the bottom. How pretty are these? I am obsessed with these. Remember, if you're just now joining us during the live stream, welcome to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You get to save an extra 25% off using the word live and the number 25. Free shipping on handling, free shipping and handling on $50 or more. So all these pieces have been $50 or more. So you're saving that way. And then you have a 30-day money-back guarantee as well as the budget pay. So any pieces that you love, make sure you pick them up so you have the chance to take advantage of them and see them in person. These are fantastic. So let me give you the price cut with the discount, because it's listed at $139.99. but you get 25% off. So these are going down to $104.99. We'll round up $105. Now, I don't know about you. I've actually seen Southwestern style jewelry in the 3, 4, 5, 6 over $1,000 price range, right? Because now you know you have workmanship that's done by hand. You have these beautiful, Southwestern style jewelry has like a deep roots in Native American traditions. And you have these techniques that are used in the silver work, the overlay, the inlay, the stone settings that are passed down through generations. I mean, this is some incredible workmanship. When you think about, the turquoise in this case, that's a signature stone, right? Signature stone in Southwestern jewelry. So the veining and the matrix that you see in the turquoise and the origins, from the different mines that are found here in the United States, that's what makes each turquoise gemstone super unique. That veining takes it to an entirely new level. Now, in some cases, remember, like Sleeping Beauty turquoise, there is no veining, and that's what makes that material special. And I'll tell you what, although we feature the material with no veining, Sleeping Beauty turquoise does have some veining. Depends on the actual material that you purchase. This here is going to be the Nevada turquoise. You have other materials that you're going to see in the collection like coral and spiny oyster shell and, some of the contrasting colors and textures, which you see here in these earrings. The texture on the outside of the earring, and I have one here so you have a chance to see it. And by the way, it comes with what's called an acrylic disc back, which is important. And the reason why it's important is because you're going to have a chance to wear something like this and support the earring properly. With these larger style earrings, last thing you want is a little clutch back that doesn't help hold up the earring properly. Check it out. Aren't these? Oh, they're great looking. So at the top, you have the round cut. The second and third are going to be your ovals. You have that beautiful texturing on the outside of each setting. And this is going to be bezel set. Southwestern style jewelry, ladies and gentlemen. It tends to favor striking contrasts. So you have the larger stones, you have the strong metal work, you have the symbolic motifs like the feathers and the animals and the sun rays and the geometric patterns. Those are attention grabbing designs that make the Southwestern style jewelry so attractive and so sought after. I mean, that really brings the eye in. Also, the authenticity behind it, the traditions, some of the techniques that are actually used in these designs. So these are $139.99, free shipping. You have a 30-day money back guarantee. The dangle on this, in case you're wondering what the drop is, these are a nice size. These are an inch from top to bottom. These are an inch. But you see the movement. It's not over the top movement, but you have an articulated setting here at the top and on the bottom because there are 3 places. So the round cut sits on the earlobe. The oval sits right beneath it. And then, of course, you have the last one. But both of these ovals have a little movement, that playful nature. But don't they frame the face beautifully? I love chunkier style jewelry, especially, if I were to have my hair down today, you'd still be able to see this. It's noticeable. We talked about the Southwestern style, the artisan crafted style. It's the traditions. It's the techniques. It's all the detail that the artisans add to really stand apart to make an impact. Even if this were to be just a one stud design, you'd still be able to see how noticeable and how pretty that is, right? So you have a really nice finish on this particular design. We are going to keep moving, free shipping. Discount is $104. And, this one comes with a 5-month payment plan, just to give you a heads up. $20.99. $20.99 for these. And that is the 5-month payment plan. There is a 5-month payment plan associated with this piece. So if you want to make payments, you have the option of doing that. You don't have to pay for it in full. And this is great for the holiday season because we want you to know that you can get some really good stuff for the holiday season for family members and friends that are close to you without you having to break the bank. The budget payment option is only $20.99. If you have a sister, a daughter that you know would love these turquoise earrings, go for it. There's a 30-day money back guarantee attached to it. So if they don't love it, you can always send it back. You can always send it back. All right, coming up, we're going to get into the squash blossom style. That kind of a detail is very popular. Remember what we talked about, the techniques and things like that you don't necessarily see unless, of course, you're shopping Southwestern style jewelry. And so I wanted to make you aware of the next design here. These are going to be listed at $12.29, but they're discounted. Okay? They are discounted. And let me share some information with you on the design here so you know exactly what to expect when you get it home. So welcome to the show in the comments section. I still haven't heard from some of you. Let me know where you're watching from. Let's see here. And make sure you're going to the links. If you're interested, this is going to be Shop 6. I have this particular style, but with the Sleeping Beauty turquoise as well as your white buffalo. So Southwestern jewelry, you have just a broad category here. So it's not just, something that you see in one design and one design only. The squash blossom design, I'm going to step to the side real quick so you have a chance to see this. Your squash blossom design specifically refers to a type of necklace with the central crescent-shaped pendant called a naha, and the bead shaped like blooming squash blossoms along the strand. It's an iconic style that is most famous, made by the Navajo and the Native American tribes of the American Southwest. Through the design, they actually combine the European and Moorish influences with Native American silversmithing, the actual traditions that they use. But it's very popular, very popular. Now, do we have three different options here? It lists two, but is there three? Sleeping Beauty turquoise is one of them. White buffalo is the other. And then you have the blue moon turquoise. Okay. So the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, if you're interested, is available in this particular style. So you do have the Sleeping Beauty. Now, the difference between the Sleeping Beauty versus the Blue Moon from Nevada is that you have matrix in your turquoise with the Blue Moon versus no matrix in the Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Now, I have one of each on, I think. Let me see. Do I? Yes. Okay, so this one here, let me make sure before I say it, because I'm like, wait, is it? I think I have the white buffalo. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be the Blue Moon, which is right behind me. And then I have the white buffalo on this ear. So you have three different options, because you also, we have Sleeping Beauty turquoise on the website if you wanted Sleeping Beauty. But aren't these beautiful? Chunky style jewelry in general is like a favorite of mine, especially during this time of year. I mean, we're going to be featuring, look at this. I have the matching necklaces to go with these earrings. So if you love that squash blossom style, yes, I will be featuring a squash blossom necklace that you're going to have the chance to get your hands on. And most of the time, pieces like this tend to be pretty pricey. They're pricey. I've got a really great deal for you. A couple things I wanted to point out with this style. Look at this. Up top, remember we talked about the textures and the patterns that set the Southwestern style designs apart from all the rest. Some of the traditions and techniques that have been used throughout history when, creating these pieces of jewelry, super unique. The 925 sterling silver settings, nice and thick. You have a slab of silver supporting whatever the gemstone is you decide to get. These are going to be the white buffalo gems. But again, as I mentioned, you also have the blue moon, okay, which is the turquoise. I'll bring that one in a bit closer so you have a chance to see the difference in color. Turquoise with matrix. And then on our website, if you're checking out online, you also have the Sleeping Beauty turquoise option. So you've got some really great options in this particular style. Now, I will say $229.99.99 is your listed price, but with the discount, you're at $172.50, which is amazing because the amount of silver and workmanship, the actual detail and the design that you have in these earrings, I mean, the kind of earring that you spend probably closer to $700, $699. Seriously, start looking around for some of this artisan crafted jewelry. You're going to see. Look up the Southwestern style jewelry. And with your squash blossom necklace, right? The Naha that I talked about, or the Naja, I say ha because J in Spanish is pronounced with an H, but the large crescent shape that you're seeing here in the earrings, you're going to see in the pendant as well. It's believed to have originated as a horse kind of ornament with a history that is said to protect against the evil eye. So this is a protection type of shape that they would wear. The blossoms, which are that detail up top, you see all that? Is kind of like a decorative detail. You see it? The blossoms also are like the fluted detail around each of the gemstone settings. But they are said to resemble the squash or the pomegranate blossoms that they had in those days and really kind of appreciated. So they use that in their ornamental jewelry as a representation of the culture itself. But I love it. I love it because you also include native traditions. You kind of combine everything together to create these beautiful designs. You do have the 3 options with the budget payment option here. It's a 5-month payment plan, so you're going to pay $34.50. Most of you are familiar with the squash blossom style. Many of you have seen this in really great boutiques that bring you artwork, wearable artwork pieces. So yeah, this is that, but at a much more affordable price point. You've got the option of either the Blue Moon turquoise or the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, which has no matrix. The Blue Moon will. And then you also have the white buffalo option. But these are gorgeous. They face forward. They hang beautifully. They frame the face. And they also coordinate with the squash blossom necklaces we're going to be featuring. I know a lot of these pieces, too, include some bundle deals. Is that right, DJ? We've got some bundle deals.
Oh, yeah, we do. Oh.
Yeah, I think I saw a bundle deal on the last one we did, too. So there are quite a few bundle deals that are available. If you're shopping online and you like any of these pieces that we're featuring, I would double check. Hi, Amanda. Good to see you. Don't you love this jewelry? And look, Amanda, if you love turquoise, look at the squash blossom right here. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at one of these. I'm going to be featuring the combination of sleeping, or is this, no, this is the Blue Moon turquoise and the white buffalo. So that's going to be coming up. We have something a bit more on the designer side, which instead of it really focusing on the squash blossom, we have this necklace that's more of like the perfect Y-shaped design. Look at this one. Look how pretty this is. So all this chunky style jewelry is going to be up for grabs at the most affordable price points possible. If you're a lover of artisan crafted jewelry, Southwestern style jewelry, native style jewelry, chunky pieces, this is going to be the collection for you. Make sure you're tuning in for the whole show so you don't miss out on the opportunity to get your hands on this beautiful stuff. Wearable art, up for grabs, nicely polished. You have dimension. You have a lot of detail. And in this case, too, you have a two-tone finish. It's another thing I wanted to point out. If you like to mix your metals, you like to wear a little yellow and white at the same time, many of these pieces bring all of that together to combine both metals and to really create these works of art that people will admire. And more importantly, you're not spending a lot of money doing it. The budget payment option is $34.49, 30-day money-back guarantee. Come on in. If you have any questions, make sure you chat with our customer care team. If you're interested, remember, you're saving an extra 25% by using Live25 in the coupon code section, and you have free shipping. So, I mean, what else can I do here? We're discounting the pieces. If you have any questions, please make sure you let me know. That way I can answer those questions for you, okay? Also, our personal shopper team on standby, they'll be more than happy to assist with answering those questions. So if I can't answer them for whatever reason, give them a call. They'll be more than happy to hook you up. All right, coming up. Here we go. We're bringing in this necklace here, Squash Blossom. And the actual Squash Blossom design, I think we have... Yes, we've got the different options. So just like we had in the earrings, I'm wearing two different ones. I'm wearing the white buffalo on my right ear, and I'm wearing the blue moon turquoise on the left. Well, that white buffalo, blue moon, and sleeping beauty turquoise are available in this style necklace that I'm wearing right now. Yeah. So if you're interested in getting the matching piece to go with it, would that be a bundle deal? Is that what the bundle is? It is. So the really good news about this is when you bundle, you save the extra 10%. While you're on the website shopping with us, if you add to your cart the matching earrings, you're going to use the word Live25. And then when you put the two items, it's going to give you an extra 10% bundle deal. So you get 25% off each piece. That's going to take you down. Actually, the earrings are $34.50 per month. But out the door, let me see, $229. Hold on. $229.99 minus the 25%. So these are $172.99 or $172.50. The necklace is listed at $349, but you get the 25% discount, so $262. Plus the 172. So that's going to put you right around $435 for both pieces. Now, I get excited about this kind of stuff because I've seen Squash Blossom style necklaces selling for like $1,200, $1,500, $1,600. You're going to get the Squash Blossom style pendant necklace. This isn't even a pendant, it's a necklace. And the Squash Blossom style matching earrings for about $435. And then you get an extra 10% off since you're bundling. You're getting the matching pieces. So 25 on this, 25 on this. That's the discount. And then once you put them both into your shopping cart, you're going to see that extra 10%. If you don't see it, you need to contact our personal shopper team because they are a bundle deal. So I'm going to subtract the extra 10% so you know what to expect. $391 for both pieces. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen. If you have a family member that loves this chunkier style jewelry, she's a big fan of Southwestern jewelry. She's a big fan of, the Artisan crafted jewelry. You can literally get two pieces for $391 with the discount. And use the budget payment option. So you have the chance to make your payments so you don't have to break the bank. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Everything risk-free. I feel like the risk that you run is missing out on the extra 25% discount I'm giving you and also the price cuts I was able to get. So just keep that in mind, right? You have nothing to risk aside from, having to pay a higher price point or one of these items selling out on you. I'm just saying.
Shopping risk-free is the best.
It is. It is. That's John behind the scenes.
I love it. No stress.
No stress at all. No stress. And who the heck wants stress these days, right? There's plenty of stress that we encounter on a regular basis. Okay? This is no stress shopping. That's what this is.
Jessica, are you a early Christmas shopper or do you wait to the last minute sometimes?
It depends.
Yeah.
Most of the time I'm late.
You're late?
I'm the auntie that sends gifts late, but people get to celebrate like twice, right? Because you get the gifts on Christmas Day, and then my packages show up later, and you're like, yay! I get to open more presents. So yeah, that's what I do for the right. My nieces and nephews get 2 celebrations. So yeah, I do a little bit of the late shopping. And John, it's interesting you should say that, because even if I have the items at home and I'm ready to pack and like ship it out, I'm late at shipping it out. And I'm not willing to pay like all this extra money and go through the stress. And then another thing is, usually I'm shopping here. So sometimes, I'll be honest with you, I shop during clearances. So right now we have a clearance going on the TV side. And then we have a clearance after Christmas. So again, I'm that auntie that'll send for the new year. You'll start getting Christmas gifts that you thought I forgot about you. And then you're like, well, now my nieces and nephews, they know the deal. They're like, I know TT's going to be sending stuff. It's going to come a little bit later. Don't you worry. So yeah, you've got some options though. I mean, you definitely don't want to wait on these type of deals, because I can't guarantee that the price cuts will be as deep as they are. And then also you get the 25% discount. That's the reason why I'm saying risk-free, right? You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Here's a closer look at the earrings and the pendant. Look at this. I don't know why I keep calling it a pendant. It's a necklace. I apologize. Pendants are these, right? With a bail. That's a pendant. This is a necklace. This is a full-on, next level, high-end piece of jewelry that features quite a bit of detail. The squash blossom style design is going to be an inch from top to bottom. Okay. And then you have these intricate details throughout the entire necklace that has either the white buffalo or what was the other one we had in this one? The turquoise. Did we have? Yeah, we had all 3. So we have the Sleeping Beauty. Remember, no matrix. And then we have your Blue Moon turquoise, also found, this one, Sleeping Beauty, is found in Globe, Arizona. And then the Moon turquoise is found in Nevada. Well, it's just a different mine. So this is the one has little matrix. The other one has no matrix, right? And matrix is the iron oxide content that forms inside a turquoise. Let me see if I have one out here. Matrix. I want to show it to you a bit closer. You know what? The earrings. Let's see. Got you. Okay. That one has a little bit though. Okay, this one, you remember the cowboy hat I had? You see how there's iron that runs through it? This is natural in turquoise. The really cool thing about the Sleeping Beauty material is that there's hardly any of that in the material. So you get this pure blue color. They call it a robin's egg blue. It's stunning material. All turquoise, in my opinion, is beautiful. It's just a matter of where it's from. And each place that it comes from, you'll see the unique characteristics of that particular, place that it comes from, due to all kinds of different things that, obviously we're not going to get too deep about, but you could see it in the actual stones. So yeah, so something to remember, the Blue Moon turquoise is going to have little matrix, a little bit of that matrixing, which a lot of us are used to. The Sleeping Beauty turquoise is going to have no matrix. And not that Sleeping Beauty doesn't, it's just the stuff that we feature and the stuff that was put in the market when it was first discovered. The reason why people fell in love with it the way that they did is because Sleeping Beauty is known to have little to no matrix. So here at Shop LC, we specialize in the stuff that has no matrix. Okay? All right. So let's keep it moving. The necklaces are $3.99 with the discount. Let me give you the price, and then of course the budget payment option. $2.99. So you take $100 off these necklaces, and the rest is history. I mean, these necklaces are super affordable. The necklace that I'm referring to is the one that I had on just a few minutes ago. I showed it to you. Here it is. Not small at all. Also, this is called a cable style chain. You got a really nice cable link. It has an extender, so you'll be able to adjust as needed. This part, the squash blossom part, is going to be measured at 1 inch, but you have this part here that's just over 1/2 inch. And the rest of these stations are, you can see, they're big pieces. This is your white buffalo version, but again, you have the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and you also have the Blue Moon turquoise. So up to you. We're going to keep moving. I'm so glad I have this chunky style jewelry right in time, for this season. Because I'm telling you, you like things that are noticeable. This collection is incredible. I love pieces of jewelry that, they say a lot about who you are. And okay, so I'm one of these people, and I want to know if some of you guys are like this. If you have a chance, write in the comments section. Do you wear the same kind of jewelry, or do you kind of switch things up a bit? Are you somebody who can go modern and chic, and you can go traditional as well? You can wear chunky, kind of artisan crafted pieces. For me, it's all about the look that I'm going for. It depends on the outfit that I'm wearing. I'm not one of these people that is tied to a specific look. I mean, you'll even see that in, the way that I do my hair, some of the outfits that I wear. I like to just kind of keep it fresh and do things that are different, however I'm feeling for that day. So I'm really open to whatever, as long as I feel good in it and I think that I look good in it. So this is that kind of jewelry. Maybe you're tuning in today for the first time and you're thinking, wow, I've never owned the Santa Fe style or the Southwestern style look. I'm really feeling it. I'm loving the chunkier pieces. If that's the case, come on in. Whichever piece you end up loving. Good news is you get to test drive and try them out, but you got to see these in person before you miss out on the opportunity to take advantage. These are too good of a deal to pass up. Look at the size of this and the way that it transforms my outfit. I literally have a pair of khakis on, a chocolate brown blouse, with these different styles, even with the earrings. I feel like I need to have something on right now. I'm going to go ahead and put the shepherd's hooks on so you have a chance to see this. With these different style pieces, you have a chance to take advantage of, an opportunity here to really elevate the look and also for it not to get lost. And what do I mean by that? Because some of you are like, lost, what do you mean? So when I'm wearing layers, when it's wintertime, I'm not going to put on some of my petite pendants because you're never going to see them. It's going to get lost. It may be underneath the blouse and you don't see it. So for me, it's a waste. But when you're wearing outfits like this and you want jewelry that's really going to have a presence to it, that's going to kind of add to the look, this is the kind of jewelry that you wear, that you buy. For me, the issue is it's like $1,200, $1,500, $1,600, depending on where you shop and who you buy from. This is all handmade. They don't mass produce this. There's not a machine that's like boop, boop, boop. Not at all. So this one is $299. This is white buffalo. This is turquoise. And here's what's crazy. The beaded necklace, it adds to, look at these. How incredible is this? And before I say that you can take this off, I want to go ahead and double check. Because in some cases, they design these pieces so that it stays in place there forever. It just comes with it. Ta-da! So, one of the things that I love about artisan pieces is every now and again, they design it so that you can wear this by itself with another silver pendant or a white gold pendant of your choice. You can now rock the turquoise necklace as is with the extender. By the way, is this 2 inches or 1? Let me double check for you. So this has a 2-inch. It's going to be 2 inches to work with. Let me put it around my neckline so you have a chance to see this. And because of that, look at this transformation. So if you don't want to wear anything super chunky on the neckline, you just want to wear something simple that's going to pop. Hello, $299.99. Let's give you the deep discount at 25%. Make sure. $299. That's going to be $100, I think. $224. So you're at $224.99. What do you get? You get the necklace. Of course, you get the pendant. You have this beautiful, look at the shape of this, the intricate detail and all the patterns that you see in these pendants and these designs. You all are going to go crazy over it. Because when you think about what you're paying versus what you're getting, it's hard to believe, at least for me. And I'm around this stuff all the time. I mean, we're talking about a type of design that is inspired by southwestern parts of the country, native, cultures as well, European culture. So all of it is kind of blended together. You're using traditional material like turquoise, shell, white buffalo, and you're making perfect designs that people can really appreciate and in this case afford. So affordable chunky style necklaces, you can wear both pieces together or you can wear them separate. It's going to be up to you. But you have the option. So you can remove the necklace from the pendant so you can wear it by itself or you can pair them up and then you can wear this pendant with a chain of your choice. So you've got a lot of different looks that you can create. You spend $224.99 and there's a 5-month payment plan attached to this one. So in order to get that look today, you're only spending $45. So $45 to get it home. 30-day money back guarantee, risk free, right? So you get it home, you get to see it, touch it. Make sure you like the weight on it. You love the detail. And then if you don't love it, you can always send it back. You'll love it though. What you're going to be back for is more. You're going to want to, kind of check out what else we have in the collection so that you can pair it up with other things. But I really love this combination because you have the combo of turquoise and you also have the combo of the white buffalo. So you've got the black and white and the blue, which means if you're looking for earrings, we've got your back. Look at these. Now, these are going to be coming up. These actually go with the necklace. If you're somebody who wants to buy a set, I've got your back. I am, let me see here, 2 necklaces that are, and I'll show them to you. I'm not even going to make you wait. This style of necklace right here, I have this one in, and this one has the combination of spiny oyster shell and turquoise. It's a matrix. So what they do is they combine both of them, and then they create these beautiful pieces that combine the turquoise and the shell together. That's the reason why you're able to see both in one. And it's like a mosaic. It's inlay. We'll talk a little bit about that. It's coming up. But that necklace has a pair of matching earrings to go with it. Yay! And some of you are going to be like, what's the price though, Jessica? Don't be clapping too hard because I want to know it's not going to be as expensive as you think. So bear with me, hang out for as long as possible. I think it'll be worth it. As for this one, again, $44.99. You have a budget pay option, risk-free shopping, 30-day money-back guarantee, and free shipping. Because you're spending $50 or more, you get free shipping. Because you're shopping during the live stream, you get the 25% discount. And because we're Shop LC, we give you a chance to take advantage of a no credit check, no interest payment plan that's made available to everyone. As long as your credit card has the first payment and of course all the other payments, right? $44.99. I round up $45 today. What do you get? You get the entire package. Here, let me slide this through so you have a chance to see me do it. Sliding. And boom. I've recreated the necklace just like that. Wanted to make it, I wanted to show you how easy it is to put this back together. This is not something that you're going to have a hard time with at all. You're going to be able to slide that chain into the bail of the pendant. Also, this is called a slider style bail, so it's a nice kind of wide bail. If you wanted to put a nice silver chain like a Bali Legacy piece, you're good to go. You know those Bali chains, they pop. If you have any Tulang Nagas, Borobuduras, Padians, some of you are like, what? What is she talking about? If you go to our website and you put the word Bali, B-A-L-I, Indonesia is the place. They have like thousands of islands. Bali happens to be one of the most popular. We partner with Bali Artisans. They make handmade jewelry just like these artisan crafted pieces. And their chains, they pair up nicely with pieces like this. So just keep in mind that's another option. If you wanted to go buy a Bali chain, you can always use it with a pendant like this. Just an option. Just saying. Up to you. So yeah. So wanted to give you that idea. Now, we are going to start picking up the pace here. I have several items to get to before I wrap up the show. I got a lot of sets. If you like more of the modern shapes, I have a few pieces that are in this shape, rectangular shape. Isn't that pretty? Yep. So I've got that coming up. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at the Kokopelli. Kokopelli is the musical genius with the flute that you see in a lot of the native style jewelry. Look how pretty. Now, okay, this is lab created mother of pearl. you have picture jasper, and you have turquoise all in one. The picture jasper is the hilltop. He's like on the edge of the mountain. And the Kokopelli is the guy that plays the music so that the harvest will come. So you know how they pray and they dance and chant to music so that, you know, as they plant the seeds, the harvest comes and they have a good harvest and all the, you know, the things that they've planted come out beautifully and healthy. So the Kokopelli is said to be the guy who kind of brings the music and the harvest from that music. Really cool stuff. Anyways, we'll talk about that here in just a moment. Let's get into cuff design. This is so pretty. With, well, because of the size of this, I feel like, and the style, I feel like a lot of guys would really appreciate this style. You know, because the chunkier style jewelry, the silver, the amount of gram weight that you actually have here, we're talking about over 25 grams of precious metal. You see that? And with cuff designs, you don't have to worry. So one of the things I always recommend, oh, by the way, $299. I didn't look. $299 is the listed price. Hold on, let me get you the discount. $224. $224 for that. It's incredible. How many times have you seen handmade 925 sterling jewelry at a boutique? You stop in at a boutique. If you travel often and you like to go up and down the road, I hate road trips, but I have done them. I'm just one of these people that's like, get me there. Okay, it's wasting time. But some of you are like, are you kidding me?
The plane. You don't want
yes,
to go on a road trip.
Put me on a plane immediately, right? But some people are like, you're missing out on stopping at different places to really appreciate, you know, the scenery and the people. And I'm like, I did plenty of that when I was young. My parents went up and down 95. We used to live in Orlando, and my parents couldn't make up their mind between Orlando, Florida. We lived in Miami for a short period of time, and Northern Virginia. So we went up and down, up and down. My parents, they actually worked for, every time I say this, people are like, were your parents in the military? And I'm like, no, they worked for FedEx. And they were able to transfer. So they put in for transfers. They bid. Since they had seniority, we go boop, 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 boop. We did this dance. And every single time they'd pack the U-Haul and we'd drive up and down and we'd stop at the south of the border and all these other cities and states. And it was a great time. But now that I'm grown. I ain't got time for that. I've been there and done it. But I say that to say this, even if you're in the airport, because I've seen some really cute boutiques in the airport that have similar jewelry like this. Let me tell you something. This will probably cost you like $899. This is $224 on sale. The amount of silver is 30 grams. And it's a cuff. So with the cuff, all you're going to do, cuff it up. You see how it's big on me right now? With a cuff, when you have gemstones or any kind of design, an artisan who used to be with us, Shada, she would always say, put your hand on the gem, give it a squeeze, because you don't want that gem to come out of place, and then adjust it. Boom. See that? So you remember how the cuff fit me when I first put it on? It was wonky. It was crazy. It didn't even fit. So this style is designed so that you're able to squeeze, you can adjust. Now I've got a nice cuff that's going to fit me comfortably. So the detail on this, though, this is what I love about artisan crafted jewelry. Look at all the beaded work in the, they call it oxidation. So you have the darker, there's a technique that they use to kind of darken it out. And then the high polished finish with all the dimensional pieces that they add using silver. It's artwork. It's artwork. And you can see what I'm talking about here, even through the live stream screen. If you're interested, don't forget, shop 9 is the number. So free shipping on this, $224.99. This is going to give you, $299.99 minus the 25%. Yeah. So $224.99, and this is adjustable. You can get up to, I would say, 8 1/4 inch. So you always want to be careful with your cuffs. You can stretch them out just a little bit at a time. If I were to put this on right now, it doesn't fit. You see how that looks crazy? But once you get it on, you bring out the two sides. Then you want to hold on the top down, and then you're going to give it a squeeze. The squeezing, because silver is malleable, allows you to adjust as needed. Now it's come in. And do a little more. Okay, a little more, because my wrist is petite. There you go. So now I have a bracelet that fits me. Is this the only option on this one with the white buffalo?
Yes.
Okay, so this one's 14.2 carats in the center. Measuring the center gemstone all by itself, it's an inch. Your price today, $224.99. You've got a 5-month payment plan, so we'll divide that by 5, see what happens. $44.99, round up 45. Either you're in or you're out. If you wanted a cuff design, this is the way to go. Really nice finish on that. And remember, you're going to be able to pair up with some of the white buffalo that I already featured. I did the white buffalo pendant earlier. We did the white buffalo, let me see here, the cross ring. That's in white buffalo. So you've got some options. Take a look at the items that we've already aired. Pair them up so that you can get pieces that match or coordinate. It's going to be, I'm telling you, you're going to come back for more as soon as you experience the type of quality we're providing you with. Free shipping on $50 or more. Everything's been a little more than $50. Even if you use budget pay, you still get the free shipping. Come on in. Any questions, let me know. Let your girl know. All right, moving on. We have, oh good, it's time. What I like to call the Y-shaped necklace. Look at that. Stunning. This one features 27.5 carats of turquoise. Ay, ay, ay. Now, it says 18 inches, but you have a lot longer than that. You sure do. Back end of the necklace has the lobster claw clasp. You have the extender, so you're going to be able to attach to the extender. And let me show you what it looks like on the neckline. You're going to love it. If you love big, bold, and beautiful pieces of jewelry, look at how sexy that is. Now, some of you like price, Jessica, price. Get with the program, $399.99. Minus the 25%, that's going to be about $100 off. $299. Boom. Artisan crafted, lots of detail, beautifully finished. The amount of silver is going to be over 20 grams. So this is a good one. If you didn't want the squash blossom, you didn't necessarily like the southwestern look, this is a little more on the artisan crafted kind of neutral, right? You still have something chunky. You still have something that's, something that pops, that makes an impact, but you don't necessarily have anything that has a specific design or is geared toward a specific look. This is just a very unique Y-shaped necklace. You've got the V-shaped style design up top, the additional pieces here at the bottom, lots of that filigree work, a lot of detail in the oxidation. When you get them home, I think that's when you're really going to appreciate and fall in love with these pieces, because all the detail that the artisans add they're intentional. They really do complete the look. If they just put it together any old way, it wouldn't be the same. Let me bring it in all the way so you have a chance to see that. And I love the shape. Another thing I wanted to point out too here is the actual setting itself. A lot of silver. I mean, the depth in just the setting alone, you see how those are cabochons? You have so much 925 sterling silver. You have these pieces that wrap around like a crown. And you can see the separation. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what you're going to see. So they put the gemstone in there. Let's see it from the side. Isn't that pretty? And each one is a different cut, a different style. All these pieces are stunning. So $299.99. The finish on the back end. Yeah, it's not just, sometimes with silver pieces, you might just have the gemstone being supported by just a couple prongs. That's not the case with our Southwestern design. They are slabs of silver. Any artisan crafted, Bali Legacy, anything that's made by hand, you're going to see a lot of silver. And, we've been talking about gold prices going up. Silver prices have gone up too. So we're talking like 35, 40% recently. So although that's not being talked about, I'll have you know, we're a manufacturer. So we're experiencing price hikes on every level of precious metal and golds and gemstones, right? So this is a beautiful way to go. You don't have to break the bank at $299. There's a 5-month payment plan. This is what I'm talking about. $299 might be a little hefty for your budget. I get it. I'm with you. Trust me. So $59.99. How about that?
How about that?
I mean, consider it. $60 gets you a piece that you're going to have forever. $60. I bet you don't have. And now I'm not trying to like put your collection down, but if you haven't seen jewelry like this, or you have and you've passed it up because necklaces like this are right around $1,200, you know for a fact that is a steal. All you have to do is put in artisan crafted jewelry, Southwestern style jewelry. These are the key words, because those are the collections that you know are handmade using silver, same types of gemstones. You're going to see them in the 1,200, 800, 1,500. And that's the reason why, I've always passed these up in the past. Back in the day, because I've seen some really cute jewelry like this, but I look at price tags and I'm like, ooh, it's a little much for me. So welcome to Shop LC. We've got your back. I'm going to keep moving. Now, dun, dun, dun. The biggest and largest and most beautiful squash blossom style. My goodness, look at that. So every time. Now it's been a few years since I've had the chance to do squash blossom jewelry, but every single time I used to feature this style, what would happen is these would sell out. And they were our most limited in terms of, what we had available, because of the workmanship, because of the size, because of the exclusivity. So this is next level stuff. And you deserve, I know you want some next level stuff. $4.99 is the listed price, but listen to this. You have the 25% discount. DJ, can you bring up those reviews? Mm-hmm. A lot of people talking about this. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to do some calculations here, and then I'm going to share some reviews. Look. Isn't that pretty? So can you imagine? Okay, let's just say, because it's not super cool here, but it's funny because here in Texas, I don't want to keep wearing tank tops, although I can. It's appropriate because the weather's like that. It's fall time. It just wouldn't be right if I kept wearing, short sleeve shirts. So I got to kind of transition and buy lightweight, long sleeves, so I can keep up with the times, right? It's fall time. Last thing you want is for me to have a hot green tank top on and a white. Anyways, although I do wear white in the winter. Don't get me started. Don't let anybody tell you can't wear white in the winter. There was a time that they would say that, but hey, Anyways.
That off-white.
Right. It's going to be, you'll see. Speaking of white, you've got the white buffalo, black and white. So Barbara says, perfect, absolutely everything I have hoped for in my want of squash blossom, gorgeous. That's from Barbara. Bonnie says, bucket list squash blossom. This is what I'm talking about. Every single time we do squash blossoms, they're limited edition. Why? Because the workmanship, the amount of silver, and the actual price points, they tend to be in the thousands of dollars. And that's the reason why people consider these to be more of a bucket list type of jewelry piece, because if you're going to spend $1,500 to close to $2,000, you may not necessarily have the cash. So you're going to wait. You're going to hold off until the right time you find, the right piece. This is that. She says, for years, I've loved the squash blossoms, been waiting and waiting for the one. This is it, total. Beautiful, she goes on to say. So, just to kind of give you an idea of what we're talking about, let me step to the side a little bit so you have a chance to see this closer. Southwestern jewelry, you have a lot of different categories in this particular collection, but the squash blossom specifically refers to the type of necklace with that central crescent-shaped pendant, right? The crescent-shaped pendant is what people love. And it's called the Naja or the Naha. They're beads shaped like blooming squash blossoms along the strand. It's an iconic style. It's super famous. Anybody who knows the Southwestern style jewelry or the native kind of style jewelry, you're familiar with it and absolutely love it. Now, it's said to be a protector. This particular style, the actual shapes, are said to protect you against evil, ward off anything evil. And they just, the look is, it's stunning. It's so unique. Now we have these squash blossoms. I'm not too sure if we have them in any other color right now. Let me double check here for you. I think this one only comes in the one. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So this one has, listen to this. It has royst turquoise from Nevada. It has the white buffalo, also from Nevada. You have an 18-inch. Now, this is 54 carats. The silver on this is like 40 grams. Okay. And another thing I wanted to like make you aware of. Look, 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 look. This is the reason. Look how much silver's in this. Now, notice the movement. This necklace is not stiff. We're not talking about a chunky piece of silver that you put it on and then it kind of sits all, you know what I'm talking about? Because the silver slab is just one piece and it doesn't sit properly on the neck. It has to lay right. And so the artisans, look at this. Look at the way, if I just let it go, look at how much movement you have on the necklace. I think this is the reason why so many people appreciate the Artisan crafted collection, the Santa Fe, the Southwestern, the Bali Legacy, because everything is made so that it sits beautifully on the neckline. Okay? It flows with your vibe and whatever it is that you're wearing, and you don't have to worry about adjusting. Look at the detail, though. A lot of hand mill graining there. A lot of that, extra workmanship that people pay top dollar for. One of the reasons why price points skyrocket to like $1,200, close to $2,000 is because the weight, the style, the gemstones, the workmanship, the amount of hours that have to be put into this, and the fact that they don't make a lot of them. They're not mass producing these things. This can take like an entire month to do. First of all, they have to, come up with the gemstones to use in the setting. And you've got all of those beautiful pieces throughout. So $499.99, free shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee. With that 25% discount, again, with $374.99. And you get the free shipping, and I have a 5-month payment plan here, as I mentioned, $74.99. We'll round up, $75 today. You've got an incredible squash blossom style design. It's a one and done. I mean, it's not like you need 20 of these. And this one has the white buffalo and the turquoise combined together. So that's going to be nice if you decide to buy other jewelry. If you have some of the turquoise, you can combine it with the necklace. If you have more white buffalo, you can combine it with the necklace. So you can wear all these pieces together. This is the one. This is the superstar, though. So come and get it. 5-star rated. Big deal. And, okay, we're going to keep moving. I've got about 30 minutes left. So now we're going to get into some Bali Legacy. Okay? And this is something that I had talked to John about, and I appreciate you getting this show together, John. Getting them really,
You bet.
This is this collection, I'm telling you, if you've never shopped with this before, I don't know how else to put it. You're missing out. You really are. Because you have a 30-day. Listen to this next piece. I'm going to do something special for you. This next piece comes with the option of Larimar, or you can choose, and there is another gemstone option here. I'm going to show you here in just a second. You ready? DJ, the other option, the other gemstone.
I'm choosing Larimar, I can tell you that.
Okay. So you're going with Larimar. The other one I think is opal, pink opal. Is that it? Yep, I knew it. So the other one's going to be pink opal. Now, La República Dominicana. Some of you are like, who the what? La República Dominicana, the Dominican Republic. That's where Larimar is found. And that's an island very similar to my culture. Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Cuban. We're Caribbean island people. And so the vibe is there. Rice and beans, plantains, similar to Jamaica as well. We all have that same kind of, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. If you've been to the Caribbean, you know what I'm talking about.
All that comfort.
So that comforter, yeah, that's good. That fish, woo, that comforter. But okay, so we do a lot of like pulpo and like just every kind of seafood you can imagine. Octopus and squid, and some of you are like, oh no, but it is what it is, right? It's
Good stuff.
Either you like it or you don't. In fact, in my country, my island, they do a lot of pork. And I was raised not eating pork, actually. So you would think that I've had pernil and some of the other things that we cook on a regular. A lot of Puerto Ricans that, I meet for the very first time are like, oh, you've never had it? It's there, but I just don't eat it. And I just, it's not that now, okay, as an adult now, I've had bacon. I have had bacon. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've never had bacon. Bacon is amazing. And I've also had pepperoni. Very good. But anyways, okay, so back to the Dominican Republic. This gemstone is only found one place in the world, and that is Dominican Republic. It is their superstar. It is, okay, so Larimar derives from two words. Lare derives from the name of the gentleman, Senor Mendez, who was said to be the first to discover and introduce Larimar. His daughter's name was Larissa. So he took the first part of Larissa, Lare, and then the second word is mar. Mar is the Spanish word for sea. And I'm not talking about like you see with your eyes. I'm talking about like the ocean, S-E-A. And so he put those two together and he created Larimar. And the reason why is because the Dominican Republic, obviously, beautiful Caribbean beaches. And also the fact that when you see Larimar in person, it's almost like picturing, I don't know if you love the beach just as much as I do. I'm obsessed. I'm an island girl. I'm a Caribbean girl. So every chance I get, I'm telling you, I'm retiring somewhere in the Caribbean, somewhere, whether it's my island or somewhere else. But if you're sitting on a beach and you're looking at the ocean, you see the water and you see the perfect sky, right? The skyline. Both of those things come together in Larimar. You have this beautiful, delicate, soft blue gemstone. Larimar, as I mentioned, only found one place in the world. I like to tell you about mineral names because it's pretty interesting. You know, you have beryl, you have corundum, you have zoisite. Some of you are like, who? These are all the mineral names for gemstones. Zoisite is tanzanite. Beryls are like morganite, emerald, aquamarine, corundum, sapphire, ruby. So that's the mineral name. And then each mineral, depending on the chemical composition, they have different gemstones that belong to. It gets deep. But this one, pectolite, can be found in different parts of the world. But the blue variety of pectolite, the blue, is only found in the Dominican Republic. It's special. You go to the Dominican, if you've been, you've probably already seen it on sale. And they call it a sale. $99. That's our sale here at Shop LC, but we're not done. I've got another 25% to save you. $74.99 for this one. Look what you get. Flowers, you get bezel set gemstones. So the gemstones in the setting here, if I'm not mistaken, topaz, chrome diopside, citrine, and garnet. All bezel set. It's a beauty. So the Larimar is a 6x4 millimeter center stone. No, actually, it's a 12 by 10. You have the smaller Larimars. These right here. You actually have one right over here. This one right here is the biggest one. These are the smaller ones, 6x4. But then you have the bezel set gems. This thing on the island, they get all the tourists together. They put you in a bus. They take you around. They introduce you to some of the things that are local in the Dominican Republic. I've actually been. A good friend of mine, my sister from another mister, I've known since I was 13 years old. Her and I still are like this, thick as thieves. And for her birthday, we try to get away as often as possible. In fact, she's trying to get me to go to the Cayman Islands with her this January.
Sign me up.
I know, right? The issue is, I have a senior dog that, you know, my dog, his name is Rocky. He's 14. And I don't know, I mean, he has his own schedule now. The guy gets up at like 5 a.m. sometimes. He wants to eat early. And so my husband, you know, he's got his business to get to attend to. And he's like, how many days you want to go? So it's like, I'm kind of stuck. Right? It's like, it's so many days throughout the year. And I'm like, hey, babe, you know, I'm going here, I'm going there. Now, if Rocky wasn't an issue, then obviously, you know, I don't have to chat with the husband. But when Rocky's involved, he's like, okay, wait, let me look at the schedule. Because a lot of times he travels and all that, right? So you got a dog that needs attention round the clock. Love him. My bear. But anyways, you all know, you guys know that have, you can't put him in a, he used to stay at this place, but now, I mean, he comes back a different guy. He might pass away at a place he stays at. He needs to be at his house. So anyway, that's that's something that we're discussing. But the last time her and I went away,
would like a vacation.
Rocky, you know what? He might need a vacation. He might need a vacation, right? But the last birthday we celebrated was probably about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. We went to the Dominican and they took us. I was so looking forward to this because I wanted to learn about, the area. First off, in the Dominican Republic, there's a lot of hurricanes, right? Hurricane season. So when they're mining for this gemstone, there's a lot of flooding. And in order to get to the Larimar gems, they have to go in underground to actually find the rock or the rough. So a lot of times they're not mining. They're just not mining. Who's that? No pork, Miss Jessica? Mimi. No puerco, cerdo. No pork. But the actual gemstone itself is dwindling away simply because they don't have access to it. Weather prevents them from getting in there. Long story short, really not, because I've been telling this story for a while. Long story short, when I went and they took us to the shops where they take all the tourists, I found Larimar pieces that were like $8.99 in ring styles. The necklaces, listen, if it were like an artisan crafted necklace like this with Larimar in it, we're talking like $2,400. And I was like, ugh. So yeah, this is their stone, and people are willing to buy it because it's the only place in the world to get it. I, of course, checked it out, was like, that's so pretty. But I said, I'm going to get some at home from Shop LC. So I say that to say this, you're getting a piece from the Dominican Republic, but you have an opportunity to actually take advantage of something that would cost you a significant amount of money if you were to travel to the DR. And I encourage you to. I actually did buy a macrame style bracelet that was done by hand on the beach. This woman was selling things that she made. And it was like a little tiny piece of Larimar, but the macrame is this bracelet that you can we have them here at Shop LC. You pull on and then it's like braided by hand and you can adjust it. And usually they put beads or crystals or gemstones, maybe one or two. It's not overdone. So I did buy that. And then I also tried something called Mama Juana, which is, their type of liquor that they have, and it tastes like cinnamon. Very interesting. Good stuff. I don't drink. I'm not a drinker, but I was kind of tipsy after I tried that. Of course, you get with your girlfriend that you've known for 13 years. She's like, come on, let's do it. You on vacation. I'm like, oh. I always get a stomach ache anytime I drink. By the way, Mimi says she'll dog sit for me. Where are you, Mimi? Are you local? Are you in Austin? It's tough. And I used to have a dog sitter. I used to take him to the dog sitter, but it's like now you can't even, it's hard to get him in the car. I need to buy him one of these like stair things that I can put up against the car when he gets in and out. Cause he's so gentle and he's so he's frail now. And he's a pitty. He's a pit bull. He's a fawn. So he's the color of a deer. I'll have to show you him here in just a moment. But $99 for the ring. I have the pendant as well. Let's bring up the pendant real quick. So the ring is $99 with the discount. It's $74. You have the budget payment option. So if you want a payment plan, you can divide that by 5. I think you're paying like $15 per month. $15 per month. The pendant is $10. I got you a price cut on the pendant. Look how pretty the pendant is. That's the same thing. Same exact style. Same exact design. We've got your back here. We're talking about exclusivity at its finest, bezel set. You have the combination of the blue topaz, the garnet, the citrine, the chrome diopside, a lot of silver here. And you're getting hooked up. You're definitely getting hooked up here. I want to make sure you all have a chance to take advantage of matching pieces. And this is the best way for me to do it. Let me see if I can bring up. Let me go in the file. Let's see here. And if you have a chance and you don't follow me on social media, I'd love for you to follow me, Jessica.Maldonado L on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm Jessica Maldonado. I have another account with my middle initial, but I don't necessarily use that one. And then, of course, I have a Shop LC host page that from time to time I post on. Gosh, I got to get better at that. But let me see if I can get you a picture of my senior Rocky here. Oh, this is his most recent. Hold on, let's see if I can get him. This is him right here. And it's so funny because he's I hate to call, my husband hates when I call him an old man. He's like, stop calling him that, okay? He's not old. I'm like, babe, he's 14. Julius, and he's rocking the Bayesian. My husband, he's half Bayesian. His dad is from Barbados, and then his mom is from the States. But so he's got the Miami Cuban link and the Bayesian flag on here. Oh wow! So the person that's been saying that she's gonna babysit, she just wrote, "It's your mom, silly." Hey, mom, you're watching. I saw Mimi and I was going to say, wow, Mimi is what my mom calls me. That's funny. So thanks, Mom. Thanks. I know you babysit. She actually flies in from Tampa and babysits Rocky now since he's a senior.
That's but Mom, expensive babysitter.
Mom, look, you know you can't. Listen, Gardner's not going to have that. My husband's not going to have my mom and him staying at the house. Funny, though. Only when we go away. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's move on. I digress. Hey, Mama. The necklace, I hope you're shopping, too. She's probably going to put, no, you're shopping for me. You're getting me pieces.
Are the matching earrings up there?
Matching earrings to go with, do I have them on?
Maybe.
I have them on.
Okay.
I have them on. So I have a pair of matching earrings that will coordinate beautifully. So this is the matching earring. These are the ones that I've been wearing. They are bezel set. And remember, you have two options. You can go with the ones with the opal. The opal's the pink opal that's opaque. It's not the Wello opal. And then you also have the Larimar gemstone, which is the one that matches up with all the items that I just featured. So here's the pendant. And then here is your, what was the other piece? It was the pendant, the ring. Here's the ring. Okay, so you can get all three pieces if you wanted. I'm hoping it's a bundle deal. I would contact our personal shopper team so you can bundle and you can get the best discount possible since you are buying matching pieces. Really important to chat with them if you're interested in a deeper discount. But check them out. The matching earrings are shepherd's hook. They're hook and goes. It's a one and done. You have an opportunity to really kind of work a beautiful set without you having to spend $600-700 to get your hands on it. But these shepherd's hook are perfect. The right length, the right size. I also wanted to go ahead and measure the actual earring itself. You have just over an inch from top to bottom. These are going to be closer to about 1.25 inches. But the articulation, the dangles there, the gemstones are the same, and your price is right. By the way, my screen is powering off, DJ. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on. One of my favorite necklaces is coming up. And then I'm going to bring you a few sets, and then we'll be wrapping up the show here in 15 minutes. So the necklace is the one that I've been showing you. These necklaces here, I cannot even believe I was able to get the deep discount that I'm about to tell you about. These necklaces, they come with matching earrings. Look at how fantastic these are. Look at this. Unbelievable. So each one of these, wait till I put it on. Chunky style jewelry like this is next level stuff. With this kind of silver, with this amount of carat. Look! Another level. Another level. I mean, how can you go wrong? Right? We talked about impactful pieces, the type of pieces that make an impact. This is the way to go. This is definitely the way to go. So the earrings are shepherd's hook. That's pretty. These earrings are going to be similar to the ones we featured with the Larimar, but they're going to be bezel set with all of the spiny oyster shell, turquoise. I am obsessed with the combination of everything. So one of the things that I found out about this style is that they put it through what's called a hydraulic press. And this is crazy because I had no idea. I mean, obviously I learned this years ago, but this is something that I learned early on when we first introduced this collection. This collection features turquoise and spiny oyster shell. Spiny oyster shell is a very unique type of shell. And they only use the outer rim of the shell, which is more of like a red color. And that's the part that they use with the turquoise. They blend it together. So the reason why I call it a mosaic is because when you think about just mosaic designs in people's homes and they do like a backsplash or something on the tiling. Have you ever seen really pretty tiling that's mosaic and they have like inlay? That's exactly what they do with shell and turquoise. Incredible. The shepherd's hook style design is super easy to work with. You have your necklace here. What more can you ask for? The necklace is done in 925 sterling silver. You have over a troy ounce of silver. What's the price on this, TJ? We don't have any. That's not the item. That's the one we were doing.
Which one are you talking about?
I'm doing the sets. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, you're ready. We're flying blind today with our monitors back here.
Yeah, the whole thing kind of shut down on DJ. And I just kept going. In just a moment, this is the Santa Fe style. So I have the spiny oyster shell, and then I also have is it the turquoise? Oh, so it's all red. So it's we have it in coral. Can you put that up behind me?
Yeah.
We also have it in coral. Now this one is $449.99 minus the 25%. $337 for both pieces. $337 for both pieces, ladies and gentlemen. You get the earrings, shepherd's hook. Look at the silver here. There's no compromising. These are beautiful. So with this combo, again, you see how you have the turquoise and the red? So it's turquoise and shell in one. They put it together in these, pieces that are compressed, and you get these beautiful mosaics. In addition to that, you also have the option of going with the all coral. Coral, organic, coral, very popular in Southwestern Santa Fe style jewelry. This is one that, red pops. Like I'm a fan of rojo. This is definitely a color that pops. And this is one of the hottest sellers, the red coral. I'll tell you right now, we have less in the red than we do this one. And this one has a little pop of red because it's the spiny oyster shell, which is a red type of shell, and then also the turquoise. But it's a combo of both colors here. Beautiful. Beautiful. So you've got some options. Either one that you decide to get with the discount, it's listed at $449.99, 25% off, free shipping and handling, budget payment option of 5 months. With the discount, it takes it from $449 down to $337. At $337, if you divide that by 5, because you get a 5-month payment plan, you're paying $67. It's crazy. $67 per month, and you get a chunky style necklace set. I mean, you be the judge. You let me know. Have you seen necklaces like this for less than $1,000? It's got over 30 grams of silver. It's all handmade. The cable link style chain is upgraded. And here. Let me see. Watch this. Watch this. Look at the back. That's all silver. Look at the chain.
It's blinding.
Yeah. I mean, it's polished. It's a slab. Look at the chain. This is a cable. Look at the hook. You're able to adjust as needed. You want to bring the necklace a bit higher on the neckline? You can do it. You want to bring it lower? It's designed so you have some options. And you're only paying $67.49 per month to get the set. All right, we got to move. I got 10 minutes. So you can either do it in the spiny turquoise, which is the turquoise and spiny shell, red and blue together. That's the one I have on. Or you can do it in the all red coral. No mix, just red in silver. Coming up, I've got a Santa Fe style Kingman turquoise. Ooh, the Kingman. The Kingman turquoise is from it's Mojave turquoise. It's from the Kingman mine. And the Kingman turquoise is where they also, find some really great quality turquoise. This is a cuff design where you have some options in not just the all Kingman. I also have the purple Mojave cuff design. The Kingman is this one here. And then I have your spiny and turquoise together. You see the matrix? See how they all come together? Beautifully finished. You want to talk about slabs of silver? This is what I'm talking about, that polished finish. So I wanted to point something out because one of the most difficult things for me, especially as somebody who doesn't necessarily wear a 7.5 inch, length on the wrist, Bangle bracelets and cuff bracelets and even traditional bracelets can be tough for me to buy outside of Shop LC. Here we provide you with the cuff designs that you can adjust with. So as of now, if I were to put this on, it is not fitting me properly, right? It's going to almost slide off. I mean, it's like on the verge of coming off my wrist. So with these, always remember the trick is hold it by the top, the gemstones, hold them in place, and then you're going to give them a squeeze. Okay, you're squeezing on both sides. You don't want to be too rough on these cuff bracelets, silver, be good to it so it can last you. But it is designed for you to squeeze. As I'm talking to you, I'm squeezing it carefully, holding onto the top of the gemstones, and now I have a bracelet that fits. So you're going to have some adjustability with the cuff design. Adjustability is going to be key because not all of us are the same size, but at the same time, we want to make a cuff style design that's going to be used by all different weights and heights and all that good stuff without having to, add an extender or anything like that because it takes away from the design. The design is a cuff. The cuffs go right over the wrist. You squeeze it. Boom. Now you've got your fabulous cuff design. These are bezel set, beautifully done. You wanted something chunky. Another style of bracelet, 68 carats of turquoise or anything. The purple's one of our hottest sellers too. That's a really nice turquoise color. It is turquoise. And $279 is your price. You get the discount, $279.99 minus the 25%, $209 for the bracelets. That's a deal. $209, and the gram weights here are ridiculously high. Plus, you get the gemstones. Plus, you get these beautiful details that the Santa Fe style artisans add to your pieces to create dimension, to create something that stands out. These with the discount at $209, if you use the budget payment option, you divide that by 5. We have a 5-month payment plan of $41.99, $42 today. 30-day money-back guarantee, free shipping and handling. One more. What more can you ask for? We're giving you the different option in the gemstone, so you can pick whichever one you want. The only one that we featured that's not in this one is going to be that white buffalo. But either way, you've got the purple turquoise, you have the Kingman turquoise, and then you have what's called the spiny shell, which is turquoise and the spiny oyster shell together. So you get a little bit of red and a little bit of blue. Okay? And it's only $209. All right, we're going to keep moving. How many more pieces do I have? Okay, so 1, 2. Oh, good. Okay, good timing. Whew. All right, so I've got some sets here to wrap up the show. Oh, I did have the opal on set. You remember the multicolor? I'm going to make sure I showed this to you because I didn't see this. I didn't catch it. That's my fault. Let me show this. Remember I was telling you the one from the Dominican Republic? The Larimar also comes in the opal form. That's going to be the one with the opal. So they're done the exact same way. This is going to be Peruvian. I think it's Peruvian pink opal, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. Yeah, from Peru. So this opal's more translucent. So you don't have a lot of transparency like some of the other, like the Wello opals where you have the play of color. And that's the really cool thing. This month is the month of opals, October's month. And this is the birthstone for the month of October. So if you're interested, opals are the way to go if you want to get somebody their birthstone and they have a birthday this month. The cool thing is when you go to shoplc.com and you put in the search bar opal, you're going to see tons of different opals. Depending on where they come from, they'll have different colors, different looks. So it's a nice wide variety that you can choose from for that special someone. So if pink is not their color, we've got tons of other opal gemstones on the website that I think you'll appreciate. You'll have to check that out. We're celebrating the October babies this month. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Or if this month is your birthday month, ooh, ooh. All right, so coming up next, we have, yes, the first set. Now, this set comes in the all red coral, or you can do the spiny. So the all red coral or the spiny. $179.99 for the set. That's before the discount. Before the discount. All right. Let me see. Do I have any other color out here? Did you only put out... So we only had one color, right? Mm. I'm not missing it on this one? It's So this is,
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I missed that opal. Look at how pretty oh, look at these. I love it. And you know what I'm going to do? I am going to use the leather cord that we have here. If I can get it out. Yeah, there it is. So I'm going to put it through the bail and show you what it would look like on the neck. This is the set. The earrings and the pendant. Doesn't come with the chain. It's just the earrings and the pendant. But look at how pretty that drop style design is. Isn't that gorgeous? And you have 179 minus the 25%. $134.99. And look, that's the back. That's the slab of silver I was telling you about. Bezel set. The earrings are just the same. Here's the front of the earring. There's the back. All silver. The height in the earring, inch and a half. So not too much drama, but enough, right? These aren't shoulder dusters. They're not coming all the way down here where they're going to get in the way. These are just the right amount of dangle, framing the face beautifully, really making that impact that we talked about. With turquoise, you don't need very much of it to stand out. The color is just that, turquoise. Free shipping and handling on this, and each one is going to be bezel set. The really cool thing about these designs when you get them home and you start looking at them, the detail, every single gem is cut in a way that the designer has to go the extra mile to ensure that the setting for each gem is done individually so that the gemstone can be set properly. So it's super unique to the Santa Fe style or artisan crafted style or Bali Legacy. When we talk about done by hand, I'm talking like seriously. All the gemstones are analyzed as they start putting them into the settings. You've got to kind of form the setting around the gem. So it's not, again, that mass production that can be used from time to time, depending on the style of the jewelry, is not being used in this collection. It's one of the reasons why I love and admire this particular collection. Artwork. We appreciate forms of art. And I love being able to see what they do in different parts of the country, different parts of the world. Santa Fe style really focuses on the southwestern part of the USA. So you have these really pretty, also incorporating the native kind of designs. So you have that, a little bit of both in it, nice flair. But this is the earring, and then here is your pendant. You get both pieces. As I mentioned, $134.99. The other set that we have, because that's the discount. It comes in the spiny. It comes in the coral. Okay. The other set is this square set that I'm going to wrap up the show with, which is really my favorite. This is the Cocapelli that I told you about. And the Cocapelli is, the guy that brings the harvest. He plays the flute. He's done with an inlay style setting. Inlay style setting simply means if you put your hand over top of it, it's nice and smooth. They cut out the pieces and they put them into the gemstone setting. The gemstone setting, this is artwork. Instead of using a paintbrush and a canvas, you've got gemstones here. The canvas are the gemstones. So you've got the turquoise as the canvas. You have the picture jasper here of the rock on the mountainous area, the cliff that he's standing on. You've got the actual instrument that he's playing. And they come with these earrings. Shepherd's hook. This one is $139.99. They did the Cocapelli in the red coral and also the Kingman turquoise. So this one is discount. I'm so glad I got this discount. $139.99 minus the 25%. $104.99. $104.99. And these are beautiful. The matching earrings are nicely done with the actual pendants. What more can you ask for? A two-piece set, finished the way you've seen on all the other handmade jewelry pieces. A lot of silver, a lot of gemstones, a lot of workmanship, a little price. This is what we deliver. Okay. Now, if you saw anything that you were interested in, make sure you take advantage of the Live 25 coupon code. That's how I'm getting the discounted prices. It is listed at $139.99 for this particular set, but you're going to use Live 25. That takes your price down to $104.99. There is a 5-month payment plan. $20.99 will round up, 21 bucks per month. You'll be rocking these beautiful sets in no time. And keep in mind, we can do a build to ship to. So if you're thinking of like a friend or a family member that you know would appreciate something like this, maybe they have a birthday before the holiday season, or you're just going to go ahead and jump on the opportunity, we'll bill you and ship to them if you want us to. We've got your back. Anything that you've seen, 30-day money back guarantee, risk free. So try us out. If you've been watching the live stream from time to time, little bits of it, and you see something that's on the live stream show, these prices are available for a 48-hour period or while supplies last, because everything is limited edition. And right now we're having a clearance on the TV side with our live streams. We're still offering you the 30-day money back guarantee. So check them out. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. It has been such a pleasure. I really appreciate you sticking with me for as long as you did. And I'm really hoping you get to experience these beautiful handmade collections from us here at Shop LC. If you have any questions or concerns, here's the number to our personal shopper team, 888-835-2237. Take a quick screenshot of that. Let me move out of the way so I'm not like in your screenshot. But contact them. They'll be more than happy to help. And keep in mind, 25% discount. Some of them are bundle deals. Make sure you ask the personal shopper team if there are any matching pieces. They'll be more than happy to help you with that. And if so, you get an extra discount for that piece. So keep that in mind. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I'll be on the live TV side, 4 to 6, 8 to 11 p.m. Central Time. And don't forget to join me on social media, Jessica.Maldonado L on Instagram and Jessica Maldonado on Facebook. You guys have a great one. Great Tuesday. Be safe. Take care. God bless. Mwah.